R.I.P The Slip. This is a tale from the Lone Star State. They're locked up in the capital, right here in the heart of Texas, where the cactus dot the landscape and the cowboy hats rip the wind. An unusual tale unfolded in the great halls of the state capitol. In the tale of politics, pride, and certain Democrats are locked away, unwilling to sign their name on a mere scrap of paper. Now, Nicole Collier, that's her name, she found herself held up in the capitol like a varmint covered by a coyote. Why, do you ask? Well, it seems that she had herself a fit of refusing to put down her John Hancock on a slip of paper that'd give the DPS a right to escort her to and fro, like many with unruly tots. But why did this here scuffle start in the first place? Well, it goes back to them new maps that they're drawing up for the Texas Republicans. Bless their hearts. They put forth a plan that the Democrats and they took off like a flock of quails at the sunrise. Well, 2 weeks they kept themselves scarce and wouldn't even show their faces in the Capitol. Now you might think that's just childish antics, but no siree. They got their reasons. They're all riled up because they are reckoning this map is nothing but a cheat job, and the Republicans to keep themselves in power and come up the next election, instead of hashing it out like civilized folks. They went and played hide and seek with the lawmakers. Well, help us to keep this old-timer's lights and motor running. Every donation would like the fresh set of batteries for our mascot here. But then, lo and behold, some of those came trespassing into the town, and just enough to make a quorum. And that's when Nicole found herself in a pickle. See, she's not too keen on having a DPS officer as her shadow for the next 2 or 3 weeks. She wants her freedom, and she does, and she ain't afraid to make a stand. Now, there's some folks out there that who might think that here's a fight wrong or even illegal, but old Nicole, she shakes her head and says it ain't right. She don't care about the law so much as she cares about what she thinks is proper. And she won't back down for that old permission slip. Well, out of the steps of the Capitol, here are the folks protesting left and right, and they're hollering about fighting against Donald Trump and grabbing for power. And some of them go so far as to say that they need people to rise up and join their cause. But it seems like all that ruckus, it got them too far for 2 weeks gone, and they've got the whole show for it, a whole bunch of mess of trouble. That's nothing else. But that's the way of Texas politics, and it's a wild, full twists and turns, and you never know when you'll find yourself all locked up in the Capitol because of a simple slip of paper. So here's to Nicole standing her ground like an old oak tree in a storm. She might be stuck there for a spell, but she ain't signing nothing anyway, not today. And that, my dear friends, is how the tale unfolds in the great state of Texas, where the politics is a game of cat and mouse, and every man and woman has their own idea of what is right. Well, this is Thoughts While Thinking, and these opinions are mine. I appreciate you subscribing and giving me a thumbs up if you got a little bit of resonance out of this. And it's adios amigo.